Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course. Keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just be honest? I was only wondering if maybe we could take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that, but you'd rather take it all back. Although you are sunlight, you stay in the shade. I'm dancing in the corner just to get the space, cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly get closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Maybe it's time to get home. Think that it's going a little too far, even after all the white noise. Oh, I still wanted to restart. Give all you take in my time. Feels like I'm patiently waiting in line. So can we ever have another moment? Can you just be honest? I was only wondering if maybe we can take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that. Still, you'd rather take it all back. Although you are sunlight, you stay in the shade. I'm dancing in the corner just to get the space, cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly getting closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. Cause I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. Oh, I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. Cause I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. For you are sunlight, stay in the shade. Dance in the corner just to get space, cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly getting closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back.
分かった分かった、あげない。リンゴジュース飲んで。ごめん。大丈夫だ。まだあっち。ベトナムコーヒー飲んでみたかった。
甘い。
ベトナムの人って甘いの好きかな。
めっちゃすげえ。ほら、見て見て見て。
この味なんかわかる？気をつけて気をつけて 上手になった？
お、上手上手。惜しい惜しい惜しい惜しい。いい感じいい感じ。
ここに並んでる
並ばないでください。ここかな。席あるかな。お、オープンだね。あ、オープンだ。はい、入って。
はい、じゃあ。
ママ、迎え行ってもいい？
ダメだって。これ店員さんがやってくれるって。まあ後で行く。トイレ。おお、これ結構濃厚よ。ほら。ぎゅー。オッケーも食べな。
ママのさ、美味しいもの食べてる。
チーズケーキめっちゃ久しぶりだけど。めっちゃ美味しい。
こんなの洗剤ついたらいい。
おしゃれ。でもなんかバーみたいね。なんてする。すごいね。
できてきた。
ずっと見てしまう。
Try to forget, but the thoughts they seem to drown me instead. I've always wondered what it takes to fill this empty void inside. But now I've realized you were what I needed this whole time. I've been around, no one else has got me feeling this way. Every minute, every hour I spend is on you every single day. I've always wondered what it takes to fill this empty void inside. Something about you makes me wanna be with you for a long time. Do ba do be do do be do 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 day. Do ba do be do do be do do day. Do ba do be do 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 day. Do ba do be do do ta da da da.
食べる？ おいしい。ダメですよ。私はフラットホワイトラテかな。
戦って負けるまで戦うので。
中はここ。ね、美味しいねここ。あと何食べたい？
In a heartbreak, and there's fire in the rain. So if everything means nothing these days, baby, then let it rain on me. Let it rain on me. Just let it rain on me. Let it rain on me. Just let it rain on me. Never thought anxiety would change me, but everything that goes up must come down. Every time I think I got it made, I drown. Wish that it were different now, but that's how it's gotta be. So let it rain on me.